So we just went through the Patriots big board. Let's get into their news and rumors roundup because we do have some stuff to go through. And of course, Tom Brady will be playing in 2018. Duh, not a surprise. I wasn't concerned. I hope you weren't concerned. But this has revolved around one big thing, like it did with Rob Gronkowski, like I predicted last week. He wants more money. He sees that Jimmy Garoppolo just got $137.5 million, and Tom Brady wants some of that sweet, sweet dough. I think he's going to get a new contract. Don't be surprised if they go through the draft, get their undrafted free agents, kind of look at what their cap space currently is, and maybe slots Tom Brady some of that fresh cap space that they'll have after the draft. Our second news roundup, there was nothing to really worry about. It was all just a charade. Rob Gronkowski will not be retiring. He is returning. And to be totally honest, after the stunt that he pulled at the press conference at Gillette with the whole monster motorbike thing, I'm not surprised this came out this week. That was so wildly, wildly unprofessional for him to say that he might be coming back this year and maybe, and then just straight up not answering any questions about it at all. It was a very weird press conference. So clearly Drew Rosenhaus, who has a great relationship with Bill Belichick, mind you, clearly went to Gronk and said, hey, that was horrifying. Please go to Bill Belichick and tell him that you're playing to clear the air because the Patriots are not happy. This is like when you get in trouble as a kid in middle school and you're getting dragged to the principal by your ear. That's what Drew Rosenhaus just did to Rob Gronkowski. Can't misbehave like that. You got to let Bill Belichick know what's going on. So yes, Rob Gronkowski will be returning. So here's a fun story, our last little news headline we have for you. Troy Niklas, the new Patriots tight end that they got in free agency from the Arizona Cardinals, almost missed the birth of his daughter when he visited the Patriots to maybe get a job. He did get back just in time, but apparently his wife was a couple days away from giving birth. He went to New England to have an interview with the Patriots. He wanted to play for the team. He asked his wife, please let me go. I promise I'll be back in time for our birth. She said, go get your job. He did. He got signed. He came back in time for the birth of his daughter. They've now both moved to Massachusetts in time for training camp. Both the wife and the newborn daughter are happy and healthy. So congratulations to new Patriots tight end Troy Niklas on the birth of his daughter. And also, Troy, maybe next time, don't leave it so close. Maybe just ask the Patriots, hey, can I come in a couple days once my daughter is born? I still think they would have been interested in you a couple days later. Let's get into some rumors. Are the Patriots going to draft Vander Esch? I brought him up in my big board, and I've seen him all over the place, and this is in reference, to the visit that he took to the Patriots, as well as many, many, many mock drafts that the Patriots have had Vander Esch going to them in. And we're going to give this one 3 Lombardi trophies. I'm not 100% sure if he's even going to be on the board when the Patriots pick at 23, but he's definitely a guy that the Patriots should consider. He's a fantastic athlete, and he could be an even better linebacker in the NFL. His comp, many people have been looking at for him as an NFL player, is Brian Urlacher, which I don't necessarily think that's true. I think comparing anyone to Brian Urlacher is a little bit ridiculous, but that's his athletic comp. I can kind of see it in him, but we'll see if he's even on the board at 23. Let's get to number 5. This is a guy I have never said his name before in a Patriots Report, so get out your pen and paper because he might just be the guy the Patriots take, and that's Frank Ragnow, the center for Arkansas, who apparently might be coming to the Patriots. We're also giving this one 3 Lombardi trophies because I'm not confident in all that he's actually going to get drafted. So Peter Schrager, the NFL analyst for both NFL Network and Fox Sports, has Frank Ragnow going to the Patriots in his most recent mock draft. I don't really understand why, seeing as he's a center and a guard, and as of right now, the only positions on the Patriots offensive line that are set are center and guard. They have David Andrews, who was fantastic last year. They have Shaq Mason at left guard, they have Shaq Mason and Joe Thuney at left and right guard. They usually switch them depending on, the starting lineups for that day. But where's Frank Ragnow going to play? Why are they going to spend a first-round pick on a center that probably isn't going to play? They already gave David Andrews a 2-year contract last offseason. They're looking to extend him again at the end of this season. I don't think this pick makes a lot of sense, so we're only going to give this one 3 Lombardi trophies. If you're wondering what our Lombardi trophies mean, though, here is our scale. 1 Lombardi trophy, we're on to Cincinnati. Don't got to worry about it. It's fake news. 2 Lombardi trophies, it's Ted Wells' level of truth. Small shred there, doesn't have a lot of bearing to it. 3 Lombardi trophies, we'll see. 50-50 shot that this ends up happening. 4 Lombardi trophies, It's pretty likely, about a 75% chance, and then 5 Lombardi trophies. Count the rings, baby. This is fact. Let's get into rumor number 6. Does everyone want to know what the Patriots are going to do? We're going to give this one 4 Lombardi trophies, and this is also coming from Peter Schrager. He's been talking to his sources, and apparently the talk around the NFL is, what are the Patriots going to do in the NFL draft? Nobody knows, including him. He says that none of the teams that he has talked to, including many teams in the top end of the first round, have any idea what the Pats are going to do. But apparently, like we said before, Lamar Jackson had 2 visits with the Patriots, so maybe they could be looking to make a move up. We'll certainly see tomorrow. Again, check us out here at chatsports.com/draft, and you can find out what the Patriots will do tomorrow night. Remember, tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Time once the draft starts. Let's get into our next rumor. Are the Patriots drafting Mike Hughes? And this one's coming from Chat Sports' own Cam Rogers on the Cam Rogers Show on his most recent mock draft. I like Mike Hughes. I think he'd be a good player. We're going to give this one 3 Lombardi trophies. I'm not crazy about the overall pick. I think if they're going to take a corner, it'll be someone a little bit more on their athletic scale. But Mike Hughes is a good corner. He comes out of UCF. He's big. He's long. He has good ball skills. But my real question with corner, do the Patriots have a big enough needed corner to take it in the first round? I don't think so. I think they're going to wait until the 2nd and 3rd round to take one. It's certainly a need, and we know that Bill Belichick loves drafting corners, but I just don't think that at this time the Patriots will take a corner in the first round. Let's get into our next rumor. Are the Patriots playing a bunch of cupcakes this year? You know, I've been getting trashed by the Chat Sports office all week long for calling the Patriots schedule cupcake. They're going to get 12 or 13 wins. Everyone's giving me crap. Look at this schedule. Look at this. Count the cupcakes with me. Ready? First game, home against the Texans. That's a win. At the Jaguars. That's another one. At Lions versus Dolphins. Home versus the Colts, the Chiefs, at the Bears, and at the Bills. I see maybe one loss there. Maybe they lose at the Jaguars. I don't really know. I think you're looking at an 8-0 start right there for the Pats. And then check out the second half. Oh, we got 2 back-to-back tough games, guys. Here we go. We got at home versus the Packers, who, mind you, outside of Aaron Rodgers, have a middle-of-the-pack roster in the NFL. They're going into Tennessee to take on the Titans. I'm not exactly afraid of the Tennessee Titans. I don't think I'll ever be afraid of the Titans. At the Jets, Week 12, coming off the bye. We know that they're going to love that game. They always beat the Jets coming off the bye. Week 13 against the Vikings. Now, that's a tough game. That's going to be fantastic. I think you could probably mark that one down as a loss. So, all right, they got 2 losses. So we have at the Dolphins, at the Steelers, home versus the Bills, and home versus the Jets. Let's toss a loss in there randomly because they usually lose 1 division game throughout the year. So that's 3 losses, and then maybe this is the year the Steelers finally beat the Patriots at home, even though they haven't done it in almost a decade. So great. The minimum amount, or the maximum amount of games that I can see them losing is 4. And I want to know from you guys, how many wins will the Patriots get next season? Give me a heart for 12 plus. Give me a like for 11. Give me a laughing face for 10. Give me a wow face if you think they're going to get between 7 and 9 wins. I think it's 12 wins. I think this is easily a 12-win schedule. Whether or not you think the Patriots are any good, their schedule is terrible. They're in the bottom half of the NFL in terms of strength of schedule, and they're returning the best player in football in Tom Brady, the reigning MVP. So if you're asking me, this is a double-digit win team with a double-digit win schedule. I don't think you got much to worry about in terms of making it back to the playoffs next year. Let's get into our last rumor. This is a little bit of research from your boy. Is James White the only player left from the 2014 draft? So I bring this up because it's a cautionary tale of NFL drafts. And yes, James White is the only player left from the 2014 draft. We're giving this one 5 Lombardi trophies. The cautionary tale is this, everyone. Just because you think your draft is great, just because you love the players that your team got, they can draft 15 players for all you know. But if you look back at your rosters 3 and 4 years later, you are not going to have that many guys from that draft class. The Patriots drafted 9 players in 2014, and James White is the only one left. So if the Patriots take all these picks this year, they draft the 8 guys that they have on the board. If you're asking me, maybe 2 of them will be on the roster in 4 years. That's just called roster building in the NFL. I'm sure a lot of the teams have 0 in a lot of their draft classes from the past couple years. But that's going to do it for Patriots Report today. Remember to follow me on Twitter at SportsThean for all your Patriots news and updates. And one more time, come back here, head to chatsports.com/draft and catch our live draft coverage at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But that's going to do it for me today. We'll see ya.